The world seemed to pause in Paris on the day the doors opened for Celine's highly anticipated event, not because of the grandeur of the venue or the weight of the fashion house's legacy, but because a single presence quietly yet undeniably took over the atmosphere. From the moment he appeared, Taehyung of BTS commanded attention in a way that felt effortless, as if the city itself had been waiting for him to arrive. Cameras lifted instinctively, murmurs rippled through the crowd, and even those accustomed to the relentless rhythm of Paris Fashion Week found themselves momentarily still. It was one of those rare moments when fashion, fame, and aura aligned perfectly, creating an image that would linger long after the lights dimmed. Dressed in a rich leather jacket that hugged his frame with impeccable precision, Taehyung embodied the very essence of modern luxury. The jacket, crafted in a deep, warm brown tone, reflected Celine's signature balance between classic tailoring and contemporary edge. Paired with a crisp white shirt and sleek black trousers, the look was understated yet commanding, proving once again that true style does not rely on excess. Instead, it thrives on confidence, posture, and the ability to make simplicity feel profound. As he stepped forward, every movement felt deliberate, yet natural, as though the outfit was not something worn, but something lived in. The reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Fans gathered from early morning, their anticipation palpable, hearts racing at the possibility of catching even a fleeting glimpse. When Taehyung finally appeared, a wave of emotion swept through the crowd. Cheers rose, phones trembled in hands, and eyes shone with disbelief and admiration. It was not just the thrill of seeing a global star up close, but the sense of witnessing a moment that would become part of fashion history. Paris, a city that has seen countless icons walk its streets, seemed to embrace him as one of its own. Inside the venue, industry insiders exchanged knowing glances. Editors, stylists, and designers recognized instantly what was unfolding before them. Taehyung was not merely attending a fashion event, he was shaping its narrative. His presence elevated the atmosphere, adding a layer of cultural significance that transcended trends and seasons. In a world where fashion events are often saturated with spectacle, his quiet confidence stood out as something refreshingly authentic. He did not need to demand attention. It followed him naturally, drawn by an aura that felt both intimate and expansive. The leather jacket became a focal point of discussion almost immediately. Crafted with meticulous attention to detail, it symbolized strength, elegance, and timeless appeal. On Taehyung, it took on an added dimension, reflecting his unique ability to blend softness with intensity. The clean lines emphasized his posture, while the supple texture softened the overall look, creating a balance that mirrored his public persona. Fashion critics later noted how the outfit felt like a visual extension of his artistry, refined yet expressive, classic yet undeniably modern. As flashes lit up the space, Taehyung greeted the crowd with warmth, raising his hands in a gentle wave that felt personal despite the scale of the moment. His smile, calm and genuine, cut through the formality of the event, reminding everyone that behind the global phenomenon stood an artist deeply connected to people. This connection, cultivated over years of music, performances, and sincere interactions, translated seamlessly into the fashion world. It was clear that his influence extended far beyond the stage. Social media erupted almost instantly. Images and videos spread across platforms at lightning speed, accompanied by captions expressing awe, admiration, and disbelief. Fans described feeling breathless, proud, and deeply moved. Fashion enthusiasts dissected every detail of the outfit, from the jacket's tailored shoulders to the subtle accessories that completed the look. Within hours, Taehyung's appearance at the Celine event dominated trending topics worldwide, a testament to his unparalleled reach and the magnetic pull of his presence. What made the moment particularly striking was its restraint. In an era defined by maximalism and bold statements, Taehyung's look spoke volumes through subtlety. The leather jacket was not loud, yet it resonated powerfully. It did not seek attention, yet it captured it completely. This approach aligned perfectly with Celine's aesthetic, which often favors clean silhouettes and refined confidence over overt extravagance. Together, the brand and the artist created a visual harmony that felt intentional and deeply impactful. Observers noted how Taehyung moved through the event with ease, engaging with designers, fellow guests, and staff with equal respect and warmth. There was no sense of distance or pretense, only a quiet assurance that spoke of experience and self-awareness. He listened attentively, responded thoughtfully, and carried himself with a grace that felt innate rather than rehearsed. This authenticity resonated strongly, reinforcing why he continues to captivate audiences across different industries. Paris itself seemed to respond to his presence. The city's timeless elegance provided the perfect backdrop, its historic streets and refined architecture echoing the sophistication of his look. The contrast between the soft glow of streetlights and the rich texture of the leather jacket created visuals that felt cinematic, as though lifted from a carefully crafted film scene. Photographers captured these moments with reverence, aware that they were documenting something more than just an outfit, but a convergence of art, culture, and identity. Fashion analysts later reflected on the broader significance of the moment. Taehyung's appearance was seen as a powerful example of how global artists are reshaping the fashion landscape. No longer confined to regional influence, figures like him bridge cultures, bringing new perspectives and audiences into traditionally exclusive spaces. His presence at the Celine event symbolized this shift, highlighting a future where fashion is not only about clothes, but about stories, connections, and shared experiences. The leather jacket, now etched into the collective memory of fans and fashion lovers alike, became more than a garment. It represented confidence without arrogance, elegance without rigidity, and individuality without isolation. On Taehyung, it told a story of growth, exploration, and fearless self-expression. Each stitch seemed to echo years of artistic evolution, from the early days of his career to his current status as a global icon. As the event drew to a close, the impact of his appearance showed no signs of fading. Conversations continued late into the night, articles were drafted, and discussions unfolded across continents. For many, it was a reminder of fashion's power to move people emotionally, to create moments that transcend the boundaries of industry and fandom. Taehyung had not simply attended an event, he had created a moment of collective attention, a shared pause in a fast-moving world. In the days that followed, images from Paris continued to circulate, each one reinforcing the same sentiment. The world truly could not look away. Whether viewed through the lens of fashion, music, or cultural influence, his presence at the Celine event stood as a testament to his unique ability to resonate deeply and widely. The leather jacket, the calm smile, the raised hands, and the Parisian backdrop combined into a narrative that felt timeless, destined to be revisited and remembered. Ultimately, what made the moment unforgettable was not just how Taehyung looked, but how he made people feel. Inspired, seen, and connected. In Paris, surrounded by the echoes of fashion history, he carved out a space that was entirely his own. The world watched, captivated, and in that shared gaze, a simple truth became clear: some moments are not meant to be rushed past. They are meant to be felt, remembered, and carried forward, just like the quiet power of a leather jacket worn with unmistakable grace.